Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the cycle of scrap. This is what I built in the meantime, among a lot of other things. I think I haven't streamed in a while. Sometimes I like to just work on my own. A lot of these trains don't yet have any destination. But for all the 12 scrap products, there is a station here. And I'm doing recycling of scrap into train wagons, and then I'm taking the stuff out with stack inserters, legendary stack inserters, onto belts, into the balancer, and then into here. But also this loops around all the way. And sometimes there are things left over, and they will have priority when going into this cycle. To first use this up, basically. And right now there's too much ice, too much solid fuel, and too much stone. Probably also some other things, but I want to use these things up at some point somehow. And I built this huge ring around the island. And I already built a gear wheel recycling plant. This is the drop for gears. And there you can get iron plates. And these trains also don't yet have any destination. And I set everything up with interrupts. And there's no depot yet for all of these trains. There is a depot for the trains that collect the scrap. And I made the whole system a one-way system, so there's not any train that can go backwards, which makes certain things easier but certain things more difficult. This may use more space, but it also allows for better stacking of trains. And I have to use foundations at some point or sometimes, but this is fine, I should have enough of those. And I also want to build these turnarounds. Guess I might just go there and do that. The next thing to do would be setting up usage of ice and solid fuel. Basically, I want to create all kinds of oil products with the help of the ocean. So this is where I send some of these products to the main base. Already set up 6 different things, and I need more other things. Currently I'm sending batteries here, and they are very well received. They're already quite empty. Also the concrete. Or maybe this train doesn't get emptied. Oh yes, I have set filters to these inserters. They only put things into the chest if there's a lack in the system. And this will basically be a separate system from where I would use these results of the scrap recycling normally. This is just to support the base with extra materials that I sometimes might need. Hello, Kana. Thank you for lurking. I shall hydrate. And I already set up a few more of these quality grinders for legendary substations, also for the electromagnetic plants. I haven't looked at Norvis in a while. Still hope that all my spaceships are fine. And I have set up quality grinding for these power poles. Apparently there are 400 of them right now. I'm using these kinds of cycles also a lot. Or maybe this one I have only built once. Normally the gap between them is only 2 by 2. This one it's 3 by 3 to fit a beacon in the middle. Not really sure how necessary that is. I have many different recycling setups. There I have a quality grinder for beacons. How many do I have? I guess I didn't limit them. Maybe I should. Okay, I need to use a beacon. And I have 97. I think I will wait until 200. And I just have to put this on the input inserters. Okay. Now this also means that I might remove other beacon production. If I find any. I might just use the map search. So apparently the beacon production is only up there. Substation is only down there. So there I have the medium power poles and there I might have the big ones. And I still or already have more of the rare ones, but I'm not recycling the rare ones, which is kind of bad. So maybe I should set that up, as well as using better quality modules here. I don't think I'm producing quality modules in this on this planet still. I think I moved all of this to Norvis. But maybe at some point, if I set up my train network correctly, I might re-establish that. Also more better productivity modules in all of these things. Maybe not the furnaces actually. I don't really care about steel furnaces. And this doesn't need to be like that. Also, I'm not sure whether I need laser turrets. I guess I'll just not deal with that at all. I haven't yet really worked on legendary shields. The legendary exoskeleton production is running on Norvis as well. And here I have some of this production. Maybe I can do that again later. I am producing legendary lightning collectors. How many do I have? I think I haven't limited this properly. Or maybe I did, 200. And also, let me just get one if I can. Don't think I have any on any hotbar. Would be nice if I could just save and load hotbars. Anyway, I will put a legendary lightning collector there. And there I tried out whether there might be any grid solution to place these lightning collectors. But I guess I couldn't see that these ones up there and down there were too far away. so I need to try that again soon. It's not that important right now. Anyway, if I want to make a grid, I still need a bunch more foundations, because then I would actually need to build them anywhere. And sometimes things don't really fit neatly into a grid. At the moment I try to place these lightning collectors on the edges of the platforms. So these two networks are disconnected, as I mentioned, so these ones collect the scrap from these little islands. And they have a depot. I can remove these other fueling stations, and I should try to build a depot for these trains. A depot that also counts as a charging place. I wonder whether that can be set up properly that way, or the charging has to happen elsewhere. And by charging I mean fueling, but I guess there are no electric trains. So this signal needs to be there. And then I will just build a few more signals here. Sadly I can't build them now, I will have to wait until I am there, probably. If there were not any signals, this might lead to weird coincidences where one train enters here and another one can't go that way to the left. I think I might also now just work on these stations. I will have to reconfigure them somehow. And still have to deal with these trains not finding any station for themselves. So this will be gear wheels, I guess. Might just use that. And I will have to configure them before I connect the rail. Oh, there's a negative amount of gear wheels. So it would be good if I actually connected this as soon as possible. But also I don't really have enough gear wheels in the cycle of scrap, so it doesn't really matter at the moment. I did deliver stone. I want to try to do that roughly in the order of the cycle. Maybe I should use display panels. To basically display on the map what kind of station this is, because right now they are all just called pickup, but they can pick up different things. So this would be steel. I think steel is already there. Yes, steel is here. Sadly on the map it is not easy to see these icons sometimes, because of everything else that is going on. Anyway, what's next? We have batteries. I now need copper cables and red circuits. I guess that's already a task. So I will first have to edit this icon. And then all the filters. I could of course try to work on, or maybe just use a parameterized blueprint that I have made. This one. So this might be blue circuits and holmium. This is blue circuits and this will be holmium ore. And then I have two things left, I guess. Red circuits. Might have already made the other kind of blueprint, this one. Hopefully this is correct. This also makes a train. Train stop for what? I guess red circuits. And the name is also configured correctly. And this train can't go anywhere yet, which is fine. And now the last thing will be low density structures. Backup condition basically means how many things I want to have in the system, and if there is too much in the system already, I will not feed anything into it. Okay, let's do that. And that. I guess now theoretically these trains should be able to go, except they still have the depot in them. And now I want to connect this. And I might still have to add some signals, just to make things a bit smoother. And this signal needs to go. And I guess I wanted to also reconfigure some signals around here. I guess that's fine. So now holmium ore is arriving, blue circuits are arriving, red circuits, copper cables, and I guess one of each train will arrive at some point, but also the arrival of these trains is limited by what else is processed in the scrap cycle. Right now it seems that other things are dominating this loop. Ice and solid fuel and stone still need to be used up. I don't know if I want to do that now or work on a depot. Maybe the depot comes later. And since I might need a lot of space for all the fluid processing, I will use this island. I'll also do some cliff exploding manually. Sometimes I feel like I'm better at that than the robots, because they don't seem to be very cautious where they throw the things. They just try to destroy all the cliffs without regard to how many cliff explosives they use. Okay, now more of this island should be usable. And I might just set up some kind of train. I guess for now it will just be storing ice and storing solid fuel. Probably in different places. Very indifferent. Let's just get these trains from right about there. Difficult to aim at these arrows sometimes. Or can't I go? Yeah, now it goes backwards. I don't want the backwards direction there. It shows the other arrow for a very short amount of time and then it doesn't. Maybe I could just use this here and build something. And okay, this is not what I want. However, I might do that anyway. If this can work together. Doesn't seem to. This is so weird. But yeah, I guess this doesn't work. Then I will have to rebuild this differently. Maybe just starting there. I want most of the general train network to be outside of the islands. I want to use most of the islands for the actual factory building and not for the train network building. So this might be one of these outputs. I guess this can't live without another rail support. I guess it's fine to just build it there. I'm not wasting any space with that anyway. But also I might just build another rail support there. And then work on some more rails. I guess I might even have multiple outputs for one material. Two pickup stations. Well, in my case they shouldn't be pickups, but I can just reconfigure them to be drop-off stations. Or could I just build them like this? Maybe almost. Just need to get rid of the splitter stuff at the end. Also, I first need a station. And then I need to look at that again. What I now also could do is have another copy of this the other way around on this side, and then just combine all these things over here. I guess that's what I will do. Not sure if this is the best potential build. Might just go back as far as possible without these weird bends. Okay. And I guess I might just have 2 ramps at the end. Might even move the whole thing further to the right. Not sure how many trains will fit there now. Might just build the signals to see. Also, I don't know if I move it back where I might build the signal. So if I build the station there, I can't add a signal right here, and I want the signal right after the station. So if that doesn't work, then I will have to do it there. And now I want to measure. I think with this distance I wouldn't quite fit. Three trains each. And maybe I don't really want so many trains here anyway. I guess I might just keep the old design. So this will be 4 trains in total, at least in this area. And then maybe a few more trains might even fit there. I might also have a second ramp, even though ramps are quite expensive. And I need 2 foundations if I do it there. But I might just do it anyway, because I might get endless foundations at some point. They are just quite expensive to get here. This might even fit 2 more trains. And also it might be useful to put these ramps further to the right. And also it would look nice if I had these supports in the same locations. Sadly, sometimes it forces me to have certain rail supports in certain locations. Now it doesn't want to build them anymore. I guess I need this support there. I can't retroactively build a support somewhere that's not below the newly built rails. I almost want to move something. I guess I can move this a little bit further ahead. And then I can move the ramps back a bit to allow for this section to be still all the way on the ground. Let's see how far back I need to go. This would cost a few more foundations, I guess. Might just remove those just in case I don't need them, but I will certainly need some of them. I guess I shouldn't invest too much effort into saving rails and ramps or supports. So this is not enough space for one of my trains, but now it is. Now I should build enough signals. Not sure if I managed to parameterize this station. I guess I don't really need to, but I guess it would also be nice to have filters there, just so nothing that shouldn't be going there goes there. Just in case I mess something up somewhere, I don't want, I don't know, copper cables going there. And then I will set these up to only accept iron plates. And I will only do it there. I might of course accidentally throw something into these boxes, but I guess that can always happen anywhere. But it might be a bit easier that the wrong train arrives in the wrong place. So now I want to copy this and parameterize with train stop names. The parameter will be a parameter, create blueprint, and I will put that into the Rails book. Might also give it a name. Oh, this is a drop, is it? No, yes, it's a drop. Drop station parameterized. Need to also have the station icon. Okay, now to where I actually am. And this needs to be ice, I guess. And I expect one of these trains to arrive there now. And there it comes, just because I made an ice station. And I might just copy this as well, and maybe soon another ice train will come. And I hate this flashing warning. So now it's gone, now it's only this train warning because it doesn't know where to go. It wants to go to a depot that isn't existing at the moment. Not yet sure where I want to have the general output lane for this island. Might just build it there for now. And also, of course, always rebuild those things in different locations. I don't know if I want to use this little island for anything. This will now just feed back into some place. I guess a robot got hurt. And maybe just feed back into there. Now I just need a bunch more signals. Maybe the ice trains will go back? I guess not, because they erroneously assumed that there is a depot anywhere. I guess there is no depot. The depot is a lie. So you will just do some pickups for now. And now I could copy this. And I have to parameterize this again. I guess if I just say parameter, it will automatically choose this. And I guess I don't really have to save this too much. Might just go a few meters further up for the solid fuel. Might take a while until I can actually produce light oil. Oops. I guess I didn't properly parameterize this. Sometimes I forget to hit E or enter or save blueprint or something. Now I want to again copy the location, and there some ice is being delivered by multiple trains. And this will be solid fuel. And everything might break. Not sure if it would have gotten hit without me building this. I mean, the lightning collector sort of attracts the lightning as well, so it might not have hit in this place. So now I might need to rebuild these things in different locations just to not be in the way of potential ramps. But I might also just have the ramps right there, and this would allow more stations. Oh, this is disconnected. I wondered. I would never expect my whole system to be out of power. It's mostly just hovering around the maximum, because I have so many different islands with accumulators and lightning collection. And I try to sometimes use some concrete, because my factory overproduces concrete. Anyway, I'm still not sure whether I should use ramps right there or have rails all the way over to the left. Maybe I will use ramps. The problem is, of course, then I will have some rail supports in the way. But I guess I might also just combine these. And then I have stacking area for trains, and they have to share the area, the waiting area. But also I might not need to have it that far. I will certainly go a little bit to the left. Might also just connect this like that. And now trains might be arriving here. Maybe not. I guess I didn't copy the station names. So now I will just copy the station name from here. And I might have to set up a different limit, maybe 4 each. And later I might also have to set lots of priority settings. I wonder if it would be possible to go in earlier, but I guess for now it's fine to leave it like that. And I will just randomly connect this for now. I don't have to make it super beautiful at the moment. Let's look at Jinx. Jinx is still doing fine. I recently upgraded some of the railguns to legendary, since I have those on Aquilo. But also Jinx is on the way back. Let's see. There should still be enough railgun ammo. So I guess this will be survivable. Also, I'm doing a lot of random research and I'm already at 690. So the next one is 691. Right now, every time I mine something, I get 70 times that much out of the ground, and also I don't use up the ground so much because of the... what was it called? Resource drain. So if I use legendary big mining drills, I don't have that much resource drain. And now I will just remove the depot there and the train will just go. And I need more signals so that the trains can actually follow each other a bit more closely. So what's the cycle now? There's still a lot of solid fuel and stone. Not sure what to do with the stone right now. I guess I might also just try to store it somewhere else. Basically just have a station somewhere where the stone goes for now. But at some point this will not be sufficient anymore. I might also just scrap the stone by recycling it into less stone. At least this is still running, so you can see the recycling in action. This will be more interesting once all the resources are utilized properly. I guess this sometimes changes what is the maximum in the wagon, and I guess it starts from the bottom with the maximum item in the wagon. So what is this train doing? It's waiting for concrete drop to be open. Might also just steal some concrete. I guess it's still waiting. And if I tell it to go to pick up now... okay, it will just go to this immediate pickup where it is at the moment. I feared that it might go to some other place. So now I have a bunch of concrete in my inventory. I might also just use it. Don't really want to use concrete or this basic concrete on an island that I'm currently working on, because I want the best stuff for that. Don't really want low quality concrete there. Yes, all these lightnings might come from somewhere outside the island. Let's see what happens if I do that. I guess I might upgrade this lightning collector as well. And maybe build another lightning collector up there, but also do I have some more cliff explosives? Yes. Don't really see the lightning collectors there. Maybe they are there, but maybe they are down here. Now I need a power connection. If I actually want to collect that electricity up there. This is still a mess of cliffs. What I actually wanted to build is a radar. I guess I might just build it up here. And maybe I should just use the concrete right here. Getting the refined concrete might still take a while. And at the moment I only want to use up the concrete that I have. Oops, I picked up the other stuff. That's not what I should do. Okay, now I wasted all of this other stuff. Now there are 8 ice trains waiting here. That is quite a lot. I guess I have to use chemical plants to melt the ice. Should I even use... I guess I will not use any 12 to 12 balancers and instead just 6 to 6. Only one direction. So now all the outputs of this train are balanced. I don't yet know what to do with these other ones. Not sure if I need refineries for anything. I don't really think so. Let me see what refineries may be able to do. They only have 4 different recipes. And this involves coal, which I don't have on this planet, and crude oil, which I also don't have. So I don't really need any refineries here, but chemical plants to melt the ice. Also, I might produce lubricant on this island, but I might also produce that anywhere. So it doesn't really matter. Not sure if I should use productivity. I guess it's okay to have productivity in all these chemical plants just in case I ever run out of ice. I don't really want to run out of ice. If I have too much ice, I might as well just recycle it, but have these factories being configured for shortage. which means using everything to the full productivity. And I might use beacons. That is why I will leave a gap of 3. And then maybe immediately those tanks. Also, nothing else produces water. That's good to know. There are some mods, I guess, that create water for certain recipes, or with certain recipes. So this might be the island where I produce sulfur and sulfuric acid as well, and explosives. I don't think carbon can be made here. Don't really think I have spoilage from anything. Okay, this might just start. And at the moment this is quite slow, but I can upgrade this with beacons. I guess using up all the ice might still take a while. And maybe it's fine to have these chests only limited to 1 row. That way, if I ever want to pick up the station and move it, I don't have to move too many items. I guess this is fine for now. Not sure what to do with the water now. I might have a look at the trash cycle again. So now it's mostly many other things and not so much ice anymore. Solid fuel and stone is visible the most, but also some gear wheels seem to be taken sometimes. There's not yet any destination for iron plates. I might just build one up here somewhere. There's a little gap of Roboport support where I might just go through. And potentially I might build a little station for iron plates here. Not sure if I could go over foundries. I can go over them with rails apparently, but in certain places there's not enough space for for the supports. Yeah, that is how this works. This looks weird. And it totally wastes stuff. Maybe I should start back there. That's better. So this shall be a drop station. Maybe just like this one. I guess I had that parameterized somewhere. Probably this. Iron plates. So if there were not enough iron plates, then this station would actually do anything. Or then a train could actually get rid of something. But now it will just stay here, which is fine. Might even build a little off-ramp. Literally with a ramp. And then this will feed back into there. The other things will be built by these robots. That happens rather quickly. Unexpectedly quick. Luckily I can't get hit by these trains, even if I seem to be on the same level sometimes. Where am I flying now? Sometimes this feels a bit unlogical. Okay, the gear wheel amount is still not very high. At least now I have an iron plate station. Not sure what else I might produce within my new factory that might go there. So I thought about pipes, as you can see on the map. I might produce pipes here out of the iron plates. Or I might instead just maybe make pipes in a foundry. Also, I'm thinking about just driving this train not into that other one, but back onto the other station. Then it doesn't block the other train. I guess now a train might actually go there. Maybe not yet. There still seems to be enough space here for gear wheels, which might be a problem, so I will limit this to just one row. And maybe I'll just carry some of these gear wheels away like a manual laborer. Didn't limit these chests as well. The second row is done. There are 1000 gear wheels in each of them. This is fun, a bit. So now this train just waits there, because it can't do anything. Might even reduce the number, the train limit. And maybe I should increase priority for that stop. So there should always be at least one train wanting to go there. 90. So now, where do you want to go? I guess you just want to go up there to that station that I just specified. That's good. Still full of gear wheels. I might just manually deliver these gear wheels to my main base. Not sure where exactly they are needed. Maybe I'm not dealing with them efficiently. One problem might be that I'm recycling them no matter what, however much I have in terms of iron plates. I guess I should recycle them if I have too many gear wheels or if I have not enough iron plates. So this demands a decider combinator, I guess. And I need to connect this to a roboport. Might just remove some accumulators, actually. Don't need those anymore. And the base will look quite different without these. They always sort of functioned as a divider between these train stations and the cargo landing pad. Okay, let's connect this. These iron plates, if they are below, let's say, 4000, which they currently aren't, or if the gear wheels are above, let's say, 10,000. Right now I don't have enough gear wheels for this. Then output maybe legendary gear wheels. And this legendary gear wheel will be the condition there, which I can't yet put in because I first need to connect this. If this is greater than 0, so right now they won't recycle things. And I guess if all of these 4 chests were full of gear wheels, then I would have more than 10,000 gear wheels. Right now that is not the case. Apparently I need gear wheels for recyclers. And this needs more steel, apparently. Maybe I reduce the numbers manually. Maybe not. Wonder what kind of bulk inserters I have. Didn't I make a bulk inserter factory, I guess up here? So for some reason I'm not producing enough of them. It might even be because of gear wheels or green circuits. Are green circuits not going into a chest anywhere? There are 11,000. So what's the problem? Doesn't this request fast enough? I guess not. I will request only half that many, otherwise this might be too full at some point. Maybe I can request that many green circuits, but not that many gear wheels, because gear wheels only stack to 100. I might put some more in there. And into the recycler input chest. So now the recyclers for iron gear wheels are working again because I did provide some of that stuff. Also, the conditions there are different. I should set this limit to 12,000. So this is not done unnecessarily. Should maybe also limit this. How many iron plates are inserted into here? Only if they are less than 5,000 or maybe 6,000. Sometimes I don't see my mouse anymore. If, for instance, there are so many white things around or gray things and all these flying bots. So now these iron plates are not consumed anymore by going into the chest. There are enough processing units. There are also enough red circuits. I might upgrade this thing for the solid fuel. So now the solid fuel is recycled a bit faster. I'm still not entirely confident about all my building here. Whether this will work in the end. And also I tend to forget what stone is used for. But it is used for quite a lot of things in the electromagnetic recipes, or at least the holmium solution and the electrolyte. And I guess for rails, which is also an important thing. And rails are of course used in ramps. But also in purple science packs, and I want to figure out whether it might be a good idea to produce purple science packs here. Or maybe not. Let's see. Okay, this is the research thing. I wanted to also figure out what the yellow science pack is made from. So many of these things can be also easily made on Fulgora, but I wouldn't ever want to use labs on Fulgora. If anything, I would like to send the science packs to Novice. There are occasional red circuits or cables on the belt. And these trains seem to be full. They just don't have any destinations to go to. So maybe now the next thing to work on would actually be something with stone, maybe just storing more stone at the base, or not sure if converting it to stone bricks might be a good choice. Stone bricks would be used for stone or for electric furnaces. But I guess that might be an option. I wonder why... Oh yes. I wondered why the train wasn't getting unloaded into these chests. Maybe that was being done. 2000. It's unusual that this wagon is empty and this isn't. I would expect it the other way around. Anyway, I want to look at this again. I could make a landfill, of course, but why should I? Could also send all the stone to Aquilo to make foundations. And I mentioned rails. Stone bricks are needed for lightning rods, so it's important to make them at least a little bit. Let's look at how many furnaces I have. Not that many. At least not that many electric furnaces. It's good to build with red belts. That's what I did initially as well. I didn't have blue belts when I arrived here, so you will see the occasional red belts here as well that I didn't yet upgrade, and even yellow belts at the end. I need to possibly just use steel furnaces, maybe a few. But also that would be weird. And I couldn't put any modules in there. I guess I could just make electric furnaces with quality. Let me look at my blueprints. So this will be the normal electric furnace. Uncommon electric furnace. Rare electric furnace. And then epic electric furnace. And then using better quality modules everywhere. And I might even just start with 20 of them. And this will now work away. And I will just have to work on something else in the meantime. I was thinking about just using this big island as well. I guess using this island would only be the best choice if I needed to use solid fuel to get steel furnaces fueled. But I might also just melt the stone maybe here, or maybe on a slightly bigger island because I need more space for all these furnaces. Potentially down here. The color of the Fulgoran is interesting on the map as well. That's a lot of stone. I guess I might be out of cliff explosives. For now. Let me just look through my station designs. Okay, this will be stone. This will also be stone. But I will have to change the direction probably. And also, no, this is weird and not very functional. Let's move it there. And now I need to Control X this, place it there, Control X this, place it there, Control X this, place it there. I think now I have successfully rotated the outputs so that this always goes on the right side, depending on the direction it's looking at.